Hi everyone, I have a double box opening today. You know how I said I was going to stop buying dolls after I bought this car? Well, obviously I have no willpower. This is not a smart doll, but it's big. I did kind of make a post about this. Not so much for myself, but just alerting the doll community that these dolls were available to purchase. And I am actually a little surprised because I was under the impression it was a pre-order, but it was more like a smart doll order. I'm just gonna like move over here so I can actually open this box. I can't really show you guys until I get them out of the box because it's just such a big box. Okay, here, I'll go like this. I'll just pick up my phone. So it's going to be a little crazy video for just a second. Can you see what's in there? I can't even see what you guys are looking at. Hopefully you guys can see everything. Oh, there's something. There's something. Looks like doll clothes to me. Pull this paper thing away. You guys see what it is? Look how shiny it is. Okay, there's something else too. Something more close. I don't know if you guys are seeing this very well. Alright, let me put the phone back so you guys can have a normal view for just a second. Sorry, my hand is in the way. Alright. 2 boxes and 2 things of clothes. I added the clothes extra, so they did not necessarily come with the dolls, but I ordered them because I have never ordered this type of doll before. I should say the clothes I ordered, but I've never ordered this type of doll before either. If you guys don't recognize the boxing, which I would not have because like I said, I've never ordered this type of doll before. It's Adyka, and yeah, I went for the pink and purple girl. I was really debating about it, and I wasn't going to, and then I was like, maybe I'll just get purple, and then I got that like pink kitty from oh, I cannot think of the name. I don't know. I got my little pink resin kitty. I was like, okay, I have a pink doll. I don't need a pink Adyka. I could just get purple. But then they came out and I was like, I want them both. I really have started to realize that I actually really like the fantasy colors. Like, we all know I love Smart Doll. But I really do like the gray, the blue, and the navy black. I think they're so awesome. And so I know at some point in the future, probably, Smart Doll will probably release more colors, but I can't wait that long. I can't. So I decided to get some Adyka. Now I've heard some various reviews of the quality of these dolls, but they are relatively inexpensive. I guess the shipping ended up making it a little bit more pricey, but I feel like they are on par price-wise with Volks and Dolphy Dream. That's the same thing. Volks and Smart Doll is what I meant to say. So I just wanted to get them. I like the fantasy colors. So here on the back, one has a sticker that says Lilac, and on the front of the box is the Adyka, and then this one has the pink sticker, and then it has the Adyka on the front there. I would assume that's the front anyway. Not exactly sure how these open just yet. Oh, I think it swings forward. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can figure it out. Yeah, so I gotta face the box towards me, and then it's okay. So there's a little tab. It's like a locking box type tab. So you pull a little tab out right there, And then you can lift this up, and then there's like the flaps on the side. Oh my gosh, and there she is. And it has like a drawing, and it says thank you. And let me just show you guys this. I'm gonna pick up my phone again. I think you guys can see this. You see her, and there's the drawing. It says thank you. So really, it's very similar, I think, to Smart Doll. I think, you know, we know that Adyka originally made the seamless bodies to match with Volks and Smart Doll. And I think they did that to just give an alternative body option without obvious joints at the knees and the elbows. And then they made it out of a different material. So I'm just gonna take her out of here so this box isn't like taking up half the video here. It's nice to see that there is a couple others, 1, 2, 3 different types of hands included in here. I did not realize that, so that's pretty cool. I kind of meant to bring out a Smart Doll to compare and contrast the weight, but I can already tell you. Let me just show you that drawing again so you guys can see it in full. Oh, I can't really see it in full. There she is. I wanted to bring out a Smart Doll to compare and contrast, but I can tell you already, just lifting her out, she's quite hefty compared to a Smart Doll. So if weight of a doll is a concern for you, then, you know, consider that. So it looks like she has some hand gestures, a couple different hand gestures. So there's like that. You can see it has the joint there to turn, you know, to move the hand. You can't, it's not quite the same kind of joint as Smart Doll, but that's okay. So those were like kind of like loosely gripping hands. Then there is some like fisted hands. I'm just using the other box to set them on for the moment. And then her body comes like in one thing. Oh my goodness, she is definitely hefty compared to Smart Doll. Alright, so one thing that I can say just right off the bat, definitely heavier. Definitely, because it's a solid body, like it's not hollow on the inside. It has, I think the bodies are silicone. I will have to confirm that on Adyka's website, but it's solid. It's like a solid material, but it's a soft, squishy. So you see how I'm squeezing right there, and you can see there's joints at the feet, and then the knees there's no joint there, but you can still bend it because there's an internal frame. And then the bust has kind of the same idea where it's cut there to, you know, put the body top on. Then there's the arm sockets, and then the head, which the head sculpt is pretty cute. She's got big full anime eyes, and on the back it says Adyka on both the neck and the head back. The only thing that I worry about with this type of body, and I read when Adyka first started releasing these bodies as, I need my scissors again, when they started releasing these bodies as like alternative bodies to Dolphy, Dream, and Smart Doll, the silicone really attracts like fur or hair, and I have a very furry dog, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I feel like she's gonna have to be more on display than something that I have out and about regularly. Okay, so here's the arm, and I don't know if you can notice, but like right there and there is a little bit of like dust. It's not staying. If I rub my finger on it, it goes away. But I think that they talk about this, it's almost like baby powder. I think they talk about that along with these dolls as a way to help, probably to help stop the cleanliness of the fur to the silicone, and to just keep the silicone, I don't know, I don't want to say supple, that's a weird word for it, but something like that, I guess. So then the last set of hands that are on the arms themselves are kind of like a loosely kind of flat but still sort of pointing hand like that. And the arms, the same thing. There's the wrist joints. You can see you can move the arm up and down, and of course you can twist the arm or the hand around so it goes, you know, whatever direction you want. And then the elbow joint is the same thing. You don't have the actual joint there because it's silicone around a frame. That's pretty neat. It is definitely a much more weighty doll than a Smart Doll or a Dolphy Dream. I'm just going to see how it is to put an arm in here real quick. Oh, super easy. Super easy. That just went right in. Sorry, I guess I could have done that on video for you guys. All I did was find the connecting joint. Now this one, oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so there she is, all assembled. I'm sure it's very similar in height to Smart Doll. I don't know the exact dimension. There's what the back looks like, if you're curious. It's very similar to Smart Doll in the style, but made of a completely different material. The feet, you can still have, you know, bending with the mobility there, so that's good. And I've also heard that, what was I gonna say? Something, oh, see, look, there's a dog here already trying to cling to her. Oh, just like size-wise, obviously she has a bigger bust, but to me, like, the bottom looks similar to Smart Doll and Dolphy Dream, but maybe because of the material that it is, like, it's harder to dress, so I may not have as much of a wardrobe for her as I will for my Smart Dolls. I don't know. You know, dresses, loose, flowy clothes will obviously fit no problem, but it might be more of a struggle to find like fitted pants, for example. Let's just test and see how easy it is to change the hand. I assume it's just to pull right out. Yep. And then I push right back in. I'm kind of wiggling it left and right, but there it is. Looks pretty good. So there's two different hands on her. That was super easy. And I'm going to just go ahead and put her, so these clothes that I got were I just bought them along with the dolls. They didn't come with the doll, but Adyka on the website just suggested that these would be the easiest thing to dress your doll in from their site as like a right away kind of outfit. So I am going to try it. The only question is, and you know what, I kind of like how they have the purple and pink ombre bag here, because that's their colors of their dolls right now. It's the purple and pink. So should I put white on her, or should I put pink on her, because the other doll is pink and the pink doll can get white, and then they can kind of, it would be fun if this was purple, and you know, that's okay. So I think I'll do pink on her just so that there's more of a color contrast for her, and then the white on pink will look good for the other doll. Just a fair note, they are of course blank. They don't come with a face up, so you have to either do that yourself or send it out. And I'm not sure I want to send her out right away, because the face sculpt itself is not, I wish that I could almost have gotten like 2 different face sculpts, but obviously they produced this doll sculpt, and then, you know, that's what's available at the moment. Maybe someday in the future Adyka will do more sculpts, but I appreciate the fact that, you know, producing a doll on your own as a person, I guess, is a little bit more difficult than as a company. So, you know, she couldn't necessarily have all the sculpts. All right, so there's kind of the bra top. Looks pretty cute. And these dolls do have just the like very slightest like suggestion of a nipple, so take that into consideration too. All right, let me put these undergarments on her. I really do love the color. You know, it's actually very similar to, I'm trying to figure out which way is the right way for these underwear. Must be this way, I think. This color of doll is similar to another doll that I have that is resin. I don't often do a lot with her though, because she was very, very pricey, and I just, she's beautiful and I just don't want to mess her up. So she kind of is more of a display doll. All right, let's see if I can get these underwears up over her body here. I kind of twisted them up. They rolled up, catching on the body, like, what is the term for this? Silicone, I guess. You know what it makes me think of? Look at that. It lays so nicely though, this pair of underwear. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. That's a really nice contrast. It looks good on the front too. This material, if you were a kid in the 80s like me, although I'm sure they're still around, but I don't feel like they're as prevalent. Now you could probably find them in like Hot Topic or you know, like some knick-knack store like that. Do you remember those like little pink heads that were on like a black base, like a hard plastic black base, and they were made of silicone, and they kind of had the suggestion of a nose and ears and eyes, and they were meant to be like a stress thing, like you could squeeze them or pinch them or pull them or whatever, and that is what this reminds me of. It's not quite as jelly as that was, but almost. Okay, so I would say also, just experiencing this body type, it is a little bit harder to get the clothes on. And interestingly, look at that, there's like this gap here. It's like the vinyl is being, or not the vinyl, the silicone is being pulled up along in the sock, so I'd have to like straighten that out a little bit so that it doesn't look like she has a weird swollen ankle or something. How do you straighten out Oh, you know what? It kind of is self-forming. So I just had to pull the sock up out of the gap between the ankle and the foot. And then the silicone just squished right back down. But it is definitely like very clingy to the fabric here. So like that was a struggle to get her sock on. I won't put the other one on. I don't want, or else I will have to pause it or something. I'll do that. I'll pause it so that you guys don't have to watch me struggle. Let me put the other one on here. Hold on. Okay, got her stockings on. So there she is with an outfit by Adyka. It's the Adyka Lilac Full Doll. I'm going to set her aside for just a minute. You guys can still see her just off to the side here. Let me move her arms so I don't knock her over. I'll move her hands too. I'm going to set aside this outfit for the pink girl. And I suppose I could have moved all these boxes before I unpaused the video. But I didn't. Sorry. Okay, so here's the other one. Box number 2. Oh, I gotta remember to undo the little locking tab here. Whoa, which is a little tiny bit of a struggle, but not really. It's just a box. I know I can open a box. Alright, so then this flap is open. And here is the pink girl. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I think my allergies are getting to me today. I hate to admit that I have allergies because I don't like to be struggling against nature. Alright, so it's the exact same boxing here. It's the same interior, but here she is in pink. Same alternative hand options. And same setup with the arms being disconnected. Actually, it looks like this I could probably have just opened without having to snip. So that is what I will do. The thing is, I have no idea what I want to do with these dolls. Like, I don't have any vision for what I might want them to look like, since they're very much like an anime head as we think of it with Smart Doll. I want to give it some type of anime look, both of them, but I don't know. I don't know what exactly I want to do. I have enjoyed watching Adyka's is it Twitter? No. What is the other one? I can't even think of it. Where she shows clips and videos of doing the face up for the 2 that she has, her pink and purple one. So here's pink next to purple. Don't they look lovely? I like them. They're so colorful. Alright, let me set her aside. So colorful, but very hefty. Very, very hefty. Alright, so I don't know if you've already noticed me like plucking things off of these dolls. They definitely seem to attract little things to them. Alright, one thing that is slightly concerning to me on this pink one, which was not the same with the purple, the bust seems a little bit more loose. I don't think that's that big of a deal, but it's like there's like not necessarily, well, there is gapping, I guess, if you squeeze it. And then down here at the ankles, my video isn't really picking it up, but there's like, it's like she has, I don't know, it's like the like this is almost like a shell, and there's like you can see just there's kind of like a little bump. It's like the internal squishy material. It doesn't come all the way down. It stops right there for both feet, and that was not like that. Oh, I guess it is like that on the purple. I didn't notice that, but I'm feeling it, and I can feel it. That is interesting. But it seems more visible here. It's almost like she's wearing leggings or something. And then it's like the frame on the inside. I don't know, they must just stop the silicone at a certain level and then make it thinner to make it look like the legs are tapering down. I guess it's not really that noticeable from a distance, but you can feel it, and I just would worry that with the thinness of the silicone like body here, that you could tear that almost. And like here, this one comes down pretty low over the ankle, but that one is shorter. It's like this one didn't get trimmed as low. I don't know if like I need to just push the foot in more, maybe. I don't know. So as I was saying, I think at the beginning of this video, I have heard both negative and positive reviews of Adyka, and I knew for my circumstances that the problems that I would experience would be with the silicone attracting fur. So there she is, all put together. You know, I didn't do a test stand with the pink girl, but they're very heavy, and I just wonder if they're going to be able to stand on their own. They do. So that's good. I don't know. Oh, and I hadn't really tested the bendability of the arm too, but you can see it bends all the way up. And also I feel like because it's this soft silicone, I'm just so worried that I'll like scratch it or tear it somehow. And so I feel like you have to be really careful with how you handle them. All right, so there you can see the hands bend all the way up. That's pretty good. I did want to test and see how far back they can bend. Ugh. I think that's about as far as they go. The internal frame is very similar to Smart Doll, I do believe, but it's made out of metal, I think. Metal and plastic, like a hard plastic. I think that Adyka does do a review of or like they explain, or they, you know, talk about their internal frame. So, all right. These arms seemed a little bit stiffer than the purple ones. I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but same head sculpt. If you guys want to see that again. You can see the kind of puffy lips there. And there you can see like the suggestion of the nipple. It does also have, you know, more, I don't know, what is the word? Accurate, something, you know, nether regions, I guess. All right, let's dress her up. I don't think it really matters where you put this little outfit on. Oh yeah, there's a ruffle side and a flat side, so the ruffle side goes up on the top part. Yeah, I don't know. I would say that this bust is slightly different from the purple one. I don't think it's a big deal. It's not like different size, it's just, it seems just slightly different cast. I don't know. I don't know. I do like these little outfits though. I mean, they're not really outfits, they're more like undergarments, but I just think that because they're that nice stretchy like lycra material or whatever, that they look, that they hug the curves nicely. And these dolls are definitely curvy. I'll give them that. And moving them is definitely something I'll have to get used to as well. Because it definitely is very different from the dolls that I am used to. All right, let me pause it again and I will put her undergarments on so you guys don't have to see me struggle with that. One moment. Okay, wow, that took me a minute. The material, the body material really grabs at the clothing material, and therefore you really have to be patient in putting the clothes on because it's wanting the clothes to stick to it wherever you put it. All right, so I'm really sniffling today. These are the two girls, Pink and Purple. I believe they are Lilac and Sakura on the Adyka website. I would say, I don't know, the back of this pink one is trying to bulge out a little bit in the back vinyl. It keeps pushing the undergarment down and kind of popping out a little bit, which is not horrible per se. I guess I could just move the undergarment up above it completely so that it doesn't matter if it's gonna try to pop out a little bit. Now let's see if I can. I definitely will have to get used to posing them, but I mean, they're, you know, it's just that internal frame is definitely a different thing. So I am curious about the heads. They have a head cap. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Ow. Oh, ow. She bit me. Okay. It should be easy enough. Okay, so look at that. The neck peg is similar to like a Volk's neck peg. It kind of curves up. So this is the head. It's very similar to Smart Doll. How do I get this head cap off? I want to put eyes in her. I don't want to pinch my finger again. This is hard to do, you guys. Let me pause it again so you don't have to see me like get bitten again. Hold on. Alright, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I kind of like squeezed the head and pulled from the back and it popped open. There is some, I don't know, there's like a little black smudging in there. Hopefully that can wipe away. Yep, I guess it was just dust or something. And then on the inside of the head, there's actually a little tiny bit of flashing that still needs to be pulled away. Not that that affects anything. Pulled it away. So that's the head, the sculpt again. I almost wish that between the two of them there could have been a slightly different sculpt. And I was debating on eyes. I have two of these purple eyes. It'd almost be fun to give them both purple eyes. But then I found I also have these eyes, which are like a purple to pink gradient. I'm hoping that these will work for the pink girl, and then the purple ones will be for the purple, and then somebody else can have the other set of purple eyes. And then I do have, I don't know how to open this. I do have putty, and I have some wigs. I brought out a couple of things of clothes, but just from what I have experienced so far, I mean, it may be different because this is like lycra material and it's form-fitting, but like, I don't know, it might be hard for me to dress these dolls on video because, what do you think? Will that work for her? Look at these eyes, they're so cool. So they have like tiny little pieces of confetti in them. They're like only reflective, they catch the light, but there's like a moon and a star and like another starburst. They're both glittery, which I'm glad for, because I was like, if I can't find eyes that are glittery, then they won't really match. Now, like I said, I don't really know what kind of face-up I want to do, but I guess putting in the eyes and getting an idea might help me. I guess I should see if these actually look decent in her eye well. Oh, they should, because this is a pretty big eye opening. I don't know why I always make it so hard on myself to do it that way. Alright, I think these look pretty decent. I know it's not really the easiest thing to see. Let me pause it again and I'll put them in, so you guys don't have to see me struggle with that. Always a struggle. Hold on. Okay, so I got her eyes in. And the sun has actually come out. The clouds are clearing away outside, so there's a little bit more light in my house. I think those actually look pretty good. So maybe that'll help inspire some type of face up. I mean, I don't know if I want to try it myself, but I don't want to like send them out right away. I kind of want to get used to them, but I don't want them to be without a face up for forever. Okay, so I used all that putty, but I have more. I came prepared. So there you go. There she is with at least some eyes in. And then we'll try these purple eyes and this purple girl. I do have this pair of a lot of Mimi, like mismatched blue and green, but I think I'll save that for somebody else. Because I kind of like the idea of these pink and purple girls having pink and purple eyes. It might even be fun to mismatch them and put, you know, put purple eyes in the pink one and pink eyes in the purple one. I don't know. All right. Wow. See, let me see if I can make it look easier than I did last time. So I'm going to squeeze her head and just pull off. Why was it so hard for me last time? I don't know. I think going from the sides, it just pinched me. And I suppose that happens. And I think these will look good on her. I think they would be the right size and everything. I wonder if these are two different sizes. They could be. Let me see. Oops. There it goes. Bouncing away. Oh, that looks good. Okay, let me do this so you guys can see what it looks like. I wish I had a pink pair that was similar to this in style, but that's pretty close. It's just not quite as round, so it's not filling up the like pupil area as much. All right, let me pause it again so I can put these eyes in. You guys don't have to watch me struggle with this, because it's always that struggle. Okay, so there's her eyes. Those are really, really wonderful. The pink ones are good on her too, but the shape of these, they're a little bit more rounded. fills the eye well a little bit better, I think. I probably could have pressed that in a little bit better. Seems a little bit like it's pushing away from the eye well. Probably need more putty or something. All right, good enough. Now I'm going to try a couple wigs on these girls, and then that'll be the end of the video. So thank you for sticking with me this long. All right, there we go. I'm going to set their hands aside, their alternate hands. I picked out some Adyka clothes for them. You know, back when Adyka was just starting to make clothes, I swear I was one of their first customers. But I don't know if these will fit them. So I brought out some pink and purple wigs that I thought could be fun to try on them. Now I know I put this on one of my smart dolls and it looked perfection on her. But just based off of the video that Adyka released, kind of styling their dolls, I liked the look of the pink wig on the pink doll. I'm not sure this is exactly her look, especially with those eyes. I feel like she needs a lighter color, but it's there, it's something. And then for my purple girl, I do have, so I have like, these are like the darker colors, and then I have some pastel colors. Let's see if I can get this on her. I don't know if the heads are just a tiny bit bigger like than Smart Doll. Maybe closer to like just a little bit bigger like the Volts heads. I feel like they're just, oh, I need to sneeze again, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get this to look right on her. Excuse me. Okay. So one thing that I am noticing for sure is that the necks are very easy to bend. So you can almost get them to be like resting their head on their chest like that. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just when you're putting the wig on, it pushes their head forward a lot. All right. I haven't had this wig on a doll in a while and the bangs look kind of funky. Not sure that's the right look for her either. I do like the ponytail. Has a nice long effect. I'm not sure that's right. I like these colors, but I don't know that this is, maybe once they have face-ups it'll be easier to figure out their wigs. But let's just try one other wig on each of them, because I picked out two different ones. And honestly, this wig I think belongs to my little Amelie Smart Doll. So I was going to try this wig on my purple girl here. I'm going to have to come up with names for them and probably give these wigs some attention because I haven't had them on a doll in a while. Let's see if I can get this on easily enough. That might be a little bit better than the other one. All right, there we go. I kind of like that better than that darker purple. I guess these girls are being pretty pastel-like They're sticking to their color palette. Ooh, this wig is shedding a lot. Alright, then this other wig, I did have it on my Chisei Smart Doll, which is my Chi. I don't know why, but I love these big fat curls. Let's see how this looks. I guess because I have curls, that I like curls. My dog is back there sniffling around for water or something. I better go get him some water in just a minute. Alright. I'm not sure how this wig is supposed to look exactly. Also haven't had it on a doll in a while. I do kind of like it though. Actually, this might be perfect because they both have this like blue undertone, but then they have their purple on top and their pink on top. My dog really needs water. Alright, you guys, I think that's it. I'm just gonna end this video by saying that these dolls are much heavier than Smart Doll or Dolphy Dream. Maybe on par with the Pair Smart Doll because those are a little bit heftier, but I'm certain these actually probably weigh more. And because of the silicone body, it's more of an effort to put on form-fitting clothes. But if you like fantasy colors or you just want a doll without like the joints at the knee and the elbow, maybe these would interest you. I'm gonna play around with them some more and see what I think of them, but I like the colors and I hope that I'll figure out a way to do a face-up for them soon. So let me know what you think. Do you own an Adyka? Do you want an Adyka? Did this video help you? I don't know. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.